Imagine waking up, floating, your bed no longer beneath you, your home no longer holding you down, and Earth, the planet that has anchored life for billions of years, suddenly letting go. In a single instant, gravity, the invisible force that binds oceans, mountains, cities, even the air you breathe, reverses, not weakens, not disappears, reverses. Everything that was once pulled downward is now violently pulled upward. This is not science fiction. This is not imagination. This is a scenario that exposes how fragile our place in the universe truly is. What would happen if gravity suddenly reversed on Earth? Gravity is the quiet architect of our world. It shapes planets, controls tides, holds the atmosphere to the ground. Without it, Earth as we know it cannot exist. But in this impossible moment, imagine the force that has never failed suddenly flipping direction. Instead of pulling objects toward Earth's center, it pushes everything away from it. Every object not anchored deep into the crust accelerates upward at the same speed we normally fall. People, buildings, oceans, soil, atmosphere, everything begins to rise. The ground stays, the planet stays, but life does not. The first second is pure chaos. Humans, animals, insects, everything loose, launches upward, not drifting gently but accelerating as if falling upward. People slam into ceilings, then burst through rooftops. Cars lift off roads, trees rip out of the soil, rivers rise like reverse waterfalls. The oceans begin to climb, not as waves, but as towering columns of water dragged upward by this new, reversed force. The world becomes silent except for the roaring wind of an entire planet being torn upward from its own surface. Earth's atmosphere begins to lift away. Air is no longer held to the surface. Within minutes, the pressure drops. Breathing becomes difficult. Clouds stretch upward and explode into the thinning sky. Weather collapses, climate fails. The sky darkens as the atmosphere escapes into space. Buildings, designed to withstand weight pushing downward, cannot survive a world where the force pushes up. Roofs tear off, bridges snap, skyscrapers peel free from their foundations and drift upward before breaking apart. Human civilization disassembles itself, electricity fails, communication ends, the world falls upward into the air. Then the oceans leave. 300 million cubic miles of water separate from Earth's surface. The Pacific Ocean rises first, tearing upward like a massive curtain. Marine life is pulled into the sky, whales, coral, entire underwater ecosystems, all lifted toward space. Within hours, Earth becomes a barren, exposed crust. No seas, no lakes, no rivers. What was once a blue planet becomes dry and stripped. Plants lose soil, animals lose ground. Birds, once rulers of the sky, cannot survive a sky that is endlessly pulling upward. The food chain collapses, life collapses. Earth's surface becomes silent. To understand the magnitude of this event, we must return to science. Gravity is created by mass. The more mass an object has, the stronger its gravitational pull. Earth pulls everything toward its center. The moon pulls Earth's oceans. The sun pulls planets into orbit. But gravity cannot reverse under real physics. It cannot flip direction unless Earth somehow gained negative mass, something beyond current understanding. Yet imagining its reversal reveals how deeply gravity controls everything. Planetary structure, weather cycles, atmosphere stability, ocean placement, life's evolution. The sequence of destruction unfolds step by step. First, loose objects rise, then buildings fail. Next, the atmosphere escapes into space. Hurricanes form upward, tornadoes become inverted funnels dragging debris skyward, pressure drops to near zero. Breathing becomes impossible. Oceans detach and rise, continents dry. The hydrological cycle ends. Earth loses water, air, heat. With no atmosphere or oceans to trap warmth, the planet cools drastically. Land freezes. Earth becomes a cold, barren rock, more like the moon than the vibrant world it once was. Gravity is not just a force, it is a silent contract between Earth and everything living upon it. It keeps oceans where they belong, it holds the air to the ground, it allows mountains to stand, rain to fall, and life to breathe. If gravity ever reversed, the world would not simply change, it would be unmade. This scenario reminds us how delicate our existence is, how dependent we are on forces we cannot see and cannot control. But this leads us to one final question. If gravity, the most reliable force we know, could hypothetically reverse, even for a moment, what other laws of physics could collapse? And if they did, what would happen next?